What's going on, everybody? We are back once again playing on the level 16 Gnome Warlock. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Really glad you are here. We're playing World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore on the Bloodsail Buccaneers Classic Era server. If you don't know what Hardcore is, it's basically level 1 to 60 without dying. If you happen to die, you do have to delete that character and then start over. I think that's pretty much for the intro, so we're gonna jump right into it. We are questing in Darkshore still, and I believe we are heading down to like Buccaneers, I think? Yeah, Buccaneers. And we are going to handle a bit of a satyr and sprite problem there. There are some ruins, and there's also either a night elf or a satyr NPC that we're going to end up talking to. I can't remember. I think it's a satyr that we're going to talk to, but yeah, I can't remember. We'll find out here in just a second, though. We still need several of these rabid thistle bears. We started out needing 20, and like we've got 8 now, so we're well on our way. Need 12 more. Getting close to being halfway there. Let's see, we also need those big night saber cat things. Moonstalkers is what they're called in Darkshore. We need several of their fangs. We need 4 more of their fangs. Now let's actually take a look through these woods here and see if we see any moonstalker. See any over there quite yet, but we'll find some. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good day, good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time it is, whenever you happen to be watching this video. Sitting at 40 subscribers right now, getting close to the halfway point of our 100 subscriber goal. So if you're enjoying the videos and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. And to the people who have already subscribed, thank you guys for watching. I'm really glad you guys are here. I enjoy speaking with you in the comments. Okay, so let's get into this area here. So this actually may not be as bad as I was talking about in the last episode. In this area up here, there are a lot of satyrs and a lot of sprites, and they are very annoying. But I think typically when you come here, at least according to Rested XP, you're fighting these when you are also level 10. And we are clearly not level 10 or 11. We are level 16, halfway to level 17. So I think this should actually be okay. So we don't even need to be really attacking these guys, but figuring out the area won't hurt. Alright, let's go talk to this guy up here. Okay, he's a night elf. I was thinking he was a satyr for some reason. I don't know. Asterian. Ah, to what could I possibly owe the exceedingly special honor of a gnome such as yourself as company? Truly, it's as much of my current companions, with no offense to my hosts, the noble grells and satyrs, that your presence could be considered an improvement. But please, do not let my uncivil tongue drive you from this place. It has indeed been many years, decades even, since I had civil accompaniment. If I were to relate the story of my life, I have no doubt it would surpass the limits of your patience. let us say that mine has been a long and painful life, and this spectral form is perhaps the worst torment of all. I am held here by the means of magic. Though my words may seem disingenuous, I assure you, I would be grateful beyond words if you could help me find the means of my imprisonment. A seal binds me, and by examining the earpieces of the sprites and grells, I may find a trace of it. Okay. So we need grell earrings. And this, honestly, should be a pretty easy quest. This is actually... I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I think this is probably going to be a breeze. I was worried about this for nothing. Like I said, usually when I'm questing here, I am level 10 or 11, following the normal rested XP guide. So this shouldn't be a problem. Still though, I don't want to be cocky. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, as they say. Still need to be careful. This is hardcore after all, and anything can happen. Alright, for anybody playing Dragonflight, or maybe you're not playing Dragonflight, but either way, patch 10.1 comes out tomorrow, I believe. That is very encouraging for the state of the game. Usually it takes a while for these big patches to come out, and it looks like Blizzard is keeping their word on a faster content cadence. So fingers crossed for that. I will be playing. Played the first major patch of Dragonflight, like the release patch. 10.0.5 and 0.7. I did not really play that much just because I figured I would get to do all of that content in 10.1. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Excited to try the new raid. I don't even know anything about it. Which is kind of by design. I would usually have a pretty good understanding of at least the bosses that are in the upcoming raids, but for this one, I couldn't tell you. And it was the same way with Dragonflight. I kind of intentionally went in almost blind. I think there's something to be said about finding out what all the game has in store as you play. I feel like, especially in the past 10 years, video games have been, you know, they're data mined before they're actually released. And especially with MMOs, the whole min-maxing thing is just kind of part of the game culture, to put it bluntly or crudely, I guess. So yeah, with that, you learn everything there is about the game before it's even out yet, before you get to play it. And I think, look at me, I'm eating food. I'm not drinking water, which I should be, or milk, I guess in this case. Yeah, it just takes away the sense of discovery in the game. Obviously there's still exploration and that kind of thing, but I think as I'm getting older, I do appreciate the slower pace of the game. That is to say, finding or learning things out about the game in the, I guess, how do I word that? I don't know how to put my thoughts into words here, but I like going in blind is my point. I like finding things out as they come naturally in the game. That would be a little bit different if I were, you know, raiding or doing PvP at some competitive level, then yeah, I need to stay on the cutting edge. But I don't care so much about that. Got another earring, very nice, almost halfway done with that. But yeah, let me know if you're going to be playing Dragonflight, or if you are playing hardcore, or if you are just watching. I know a lot of people right now are just watching hardcore content and waiting for Blizzard to release official servers, which I totally understand 100%. I saw a post just earlier today, I can't remember who said it, but they got their hardcore character up to like the mid-50s, I want to say, or yeah, I think it was like 56 or something like that. And they said, you know, they died, and they're just going to wait to go again until the official servers come out. I get it. Totally get it. Being that close to, that's going to be... But that person is gutted. But that is the game. And I don't know how they died. I wonder if they were in a dungeon or if they were just out questing. I feel like questing in the world is hard enough. I don't even want to say hard, but you know, things can go wrong. But in a dungeon, it's a lot worse. Like, it's a lot more difficult to run away if you're not close to the entrance. If you're close to the entrance, obviously just run outside and you're fine. But if you are deep in a dungeon and you're not clearing the whole thing, even if you try to run to the entrance, if you haven't cleared everything, there's a good chance you'll pull one or more enemies that you skipped. So that probably is the meta, is just doing a full clear. And since you can only do a dungeon once in the current hardcore rule set, I guess it makes sense to clear every single trash pack, because you need to make the most of it while you are inside that dungeon. I'm looking forward to doing a dungeon. Maybe once I hit 20, 19 or 20, something like that, I'll probably do Dead Mines. Alright, still need 5 more Grell earrings. Honestly, we could probably be fighting 2 of these at the same time. Speed up the process just a little bit. Let's drink some water and we'll try a double pull. Is that mage okay? Yeah, they're fine. Level 18, doing pretty good damage it looked like too. With, I guess that was Arcane Blast. I know very little about mages. I just know that they pump damage like nobody's business. another imp over here somewhere there. I don't want to get cocky. Let's just stick with what we're doing. It's working. Let's not die. Yeah, if you are not playing WoW right now, what are you guys playing? I've been really wanting a new MMO. I know there are several coming out this year. Really excited for Ashes of Creation. I recently saw a video where they were kind of showcasing the mage class. Looks pretty solid, I thought. It looked better than I expected, to be honest. Everything I've seen from Ashes of Creation looks pretty solid. Very ambitious. But yeah, outside of that, I know there's a game called, I think it's called Throne and Liberty. Supposedly, possibly coming out sometime this year. That might be cool. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that it looks pretty solid. I played New World when that came out, and I played it hardcore I didn't get to max level. I ended up stopping at like level 35 or 36, something like that, just because it was just the same thing over and over and over, and it wasn't even like you were fighting different enemies. They were it was like 5 different enemy types in the entire game. You had like the zombies, you had, I don't know, turkeys, and like 3 other things, and that was basically it. Maybe, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Maybe there's like 10 enemy types, but this is in the entire game. It was just... I have faith that New World will get better, and so far I think it has, from what I've heard. Get rid of this. I think it has gotten better. They are still developing it. I don't think Amazon Game Studios can afford to have something that big fail. So I'm hoping for a No Man's Sky situation. Honestly, New World launch was better than No Man's Sky launch, but you get what I'm saying. Like, hopefully they keep developing it and making it better and better, because it has a ton of potential. It really does. I think New World's one of the biggest flaws, other than not having like diverse enemy types, was there wasn't anything really at the end game to aspire to. Like in WoW, you look forward to raiding. Leveling is a blast. I love questing, but at the end game you have raiding to look forward to. You have, well, not even raiding, okay? So you're gonna do your in-game dungeons to farm your pre-raid best in slot. Then, when you have your pre-raid best in slot gear, you will start raiding with Molten Core and Onyxia's Lair. And then you progress onward to Blackwing Lair, and on and on and on. The end game, I would say, of Classic is pretty much perfect. I would like to see maybe a better PvP, like honor system. That is the one thing I haven't really done much of in vanilla WoW is PvP. I would like to, but just it like, you are never going to be the highest rank. I think rank 14. You're never going to be the highest rank if you are not playing, pretty much all day, every day for probably a couple months. Somebody correct me. You'll have the exact numbers, but gosh, it's not. There's a better way. I'm telling you, there's a better way. Alright, once I have the earrings, I will cast the spell to search for the whereabouts of the seal that binds me. For centuries, I have thought on the freedom destroying the seal would bring me. Perhaps those centuries have taken a toll upon my mind that I might never recover. Indeed, the grells of Bashal Aran do not possess that which I am searching. However, they have come into contact with it recently. Recently, I would reckon that by your time, not mine. Recent for me stretches into the veil of the past, almost another age. The grells have come into close contact with the seal that binds my eternal prison. I suspect I know the cause. No doubt the seal has come into the possession of the satyr that leads them. I feel strongly that this must be true. One of the satyr must surely possess it. If you can obtain it, you would bring me so close to passing the bars of my prison that tears would come to my eyes. Okay, so we need to go kill some kind of satyr. Be around here somewhere. Looks like somebody just killed him. But yeah. I feel like classic in-game is really good, and that's what New World, the main thing that New World really lacked, is a meaningful in-game. There was no raiding. I think the game launched with like 4 dungeons or 5 dungeons or something. It's just not enough. They should have delayed the release. They had already delayed it once, and I get not wanting to do it again, but hey, that's the way it goes. But, you know, like I said, they're still developing it. But yeah. So, new MMOs. I know that Palia, I think is how you say it? Palia? MMO's coming out at some point. I don't even think that's like an action or fighting kind of MMO. I could be totally wrong, but it seems like more of a calm, relaxing MMO, which, I mean, that sounds great. That sounds fine. I would definitely check that out. What else is coming out? And when I say coming out, I don't mean like expansions for like Guild Wars 2 or Elder Scrolls Online. Although I think I've mentioned this on the channel before, I do want to check out Elder Scrolls Online again. What am I doing wrong here? Ancient... Oh, okay. Alright. I misunderstood. I was thinking we just kill one satyr and get it. And I'm over here ranting about MMOs. I'm not even reading the quest. So, this is just one drop that we need. But we have to kill the satyrs to get it to drop. Yeah, I need to check out Elder Scrolls Online. I played that at launch. It was a rough launch, to be honest. And I played Guild Wars 2 at launch, and I really enjoyed it, but I think... I can't remember exactly, but I feel like that launched at the same time... Was Miss of Pandaria already out yet? I can't remember, but I know I played it at launch. I really enjoyed it, but I got pulled back into WoW, and there's something that pulled me back into WoW. I had probably taken a 2 or 3 month break from WoW at the time. I want to say that was around when Miss of Pandaria was out. But yeah. So new MMOs. Let me think. I know of more. Oh, Blue Protocol, I think, is one. I don't know anything about that one, though. I've heard Asmongold talk about it. but I don't know much about it. I know that's one of the more anticipated MMOs, though, that's supposedly coming out this year. The Moonstone. And let me think, is there anything else big this year that's supposed to come out? MMO-wise, I can't think of anything. I do love me some MMOs, though. Sure. I would say it's definitely my favorite game genre. Any RPG I really like. I never really got into JRPGs. I know some people are absolutely crazy about them, but yeah, just RPGs in general I tend to really enjoy. The pillars of this shrine are as the bars of a prison to me. No strength I still possess might break them, and no magic I wield might destroy them. For 1,000 years and more I have stared at them, wondering if at long last I outlived even the stone. Would I be free, or would it be invisible bars that held me then? It is hard for me to even believe that what I hold now is that which has held me for so long. Let us waste no time. When the seal is destroyed, I might walk the forest of this earth freely again. It was the craft of one of the most powerful of the Highborn that crafted the seal that formed my prison. In Ametharon, the ruins to the south that are twin to these, persists even today, an ancient flame, blue in color. In this flame, the seal could be destroyed. Be wary in the ruins. Alright, so we're doing a little bit of a Lord of the Rings, destroying the One Ring type quest. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, we're doing the Red Crystal quest, which is going to require us to run through a camp of Moonkin, which probably isn't that big of a deal. At least not as big of a deal as I was making it out to be in the last episode when I was talking about it. Because again, we are level 16. We're getting pretty close to 17 now. So it may not really be an issue. Don't really attack that. Oh, okay. This one is unavoidable, I'm afraid. Guess we could have ran around it this way, but whatever. A little extra experience never hurt anyone. But yeah, I love RPGs. I love Fallout. I love Skyrim. The Fallout games in particular are really good. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite. Fallout 3 is my second favorite. Fallout 4 is okay. It's better if you just think of it more as a shooter, like an FPS with RPG elements. To me though, it is not the same type of RPG as Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And then Fallout 1 and 2 I recently played last year for the first time. Fallout 1 is incredible. Fallout 2 is good too. But Fallout 1, oh my gosh, I highly recommend it. If you like Fallout, even if you don't like Fallout, if you just like a good story, it is a little bit clunky because this game was released in like the 90s, the late 90s, I believe. So, you know, the UI is a little bit clunky, but once you play it for like an hour, you kind of get the feel of, you kind of figure out what's going on and how to maneuver the UI and move around in the world and that kind of thing. Once you get past that and get used to it, it's totally fine. and it is a blast to play. Such a good game, really, really good story, good atmosphere. If you are at all interested in like the whole post-apocalyptic RPG type game, I think you would really enjoy the original Fallout. And during Steam sales, it is regularly on sale for like, I don't know, $3. I think I bought it one time for $1.99 or something stupid like that. Absolutely worth it. I want to play that again soon. Really, really cool game. Another game I would like to play at some point. I know it's very good. And I've played maybe an hour of it, but I got sidetracked. I think I probably closed it to play more WoW. But The Witcher. I started at The Witcher 3. I was reassured by many friends and people online that starting with The Witcher 3 is totally fine. I think it's kind of like starting with Fallout 3. You know, you're not missing a ton. I'm sure there is, you know, story that you're missing out on, but you don't have to start with The Witcher. Where am I going? 14 to 19. Where is 14? Is that the lady down here to the south? Okay, yeah, we're going south. Yeah, I've heard that The Witcher is really, really good. I know it's good. I need to actually play it. I watched the first season of The Witcher on Netflix and I enjoyed it. Didn't watch the second season though, I don't think. But yeah. Oh, another MMO. I know I had kind of moved away from that, but another MMO I've played quite a bit is Star Wars: The Old Republic. I really enjoyed that game. Now, I didn't do much MMO type stuff while playing it. I played it at launch for probably a month, hardcore every day, and then I just went back to WoW. But the story, the class story, so I went back years later and played through the Sith Warrior campaign and what else did I do? Inquisitor? Yeah, Inquisitor. And I think I got like a quarter of the way through the Jedi Knight, I want to say, is what I was playing. Stories, they are really, really good, and I think just to play the main class story, I think that's free. So if you're a big Star Wars fan and you're just wanting a free game with a pretty solid story, I would check out Star Wars: The Old Republic. KOTOR story is really, really good.
Hello.
To the east you will find the ruins of Amethyron. It is now inhabited by the restless spirits of the Highborn that once dwelled within its walls, but once it was a place where the servants of Ashara freely practiced their powerful magics. I was sent to explore the ruins and came across 2 large tablets, scrawled with the stories of Amethyron and its fall. While I read the runes, I was accosted by the spirits and fled. Please, if you can, venture to the ruins and decipher the tablets in my place.
Farewell.
Again, speaking of Star Wars, not an MMO, but definitely an RPG. I think I've mentioned this on the channel as well before. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. Fantastic. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. Man, we're really slow here. One of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life. Fantastic. fantastic, and that is not nostalgia talking. I only recently played it like at some point last year, after putting it off for like a decade or more. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I have just recently started playing KOTOR 2. I'm not very far. Please don't spoil anything in the comments, but yeah, KOTOR is awesome. You know, I also need to play Oblivion. I haven't really spent a lot of time playing it. I really like Bethesda games, so I feel like I should... Yeah, I feel like I'm messing up not giving Oblivion a solid try. Like, I played it a little bit years and years ago. But I couldn't tell you much about it. Okay, what do we need to use? Well, let's use one of those things, and then I guess we can get rid of 4 ribs. I don't know. I need to get rid of something. Ooh, Scrax the Rogue has reached level 50. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta be honest, leveling in Darkshore when you're kind of out leveling the place, where you out level most of the mobs you're fighting, this is a much smoother experience than I expected. This is nice. Still a lot of running back and forth, but it's fine. I wonder where we go after Darkshore. Let's see here. It looks like we're gonna go to Red Ridge, and then back to Darkshore, and go to Ashenvale, and then Stone Talon Mountains, and also Ashenvale. Man, Stone Talon is gonna be brutal with those harpies. I can't remember what that area is called. What is it called? I think the Charred Vale, I think is what that is. God, I'm such a nerd. I've played this game so much. Yeah, I think it's called the Charred Vale in Stone Talon. And there's a bunch of harpies. And what can I get rid of here? We're just gonna drop some food, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was... Oh, the harpies in Stone Talon are brutal. And there are also, I believe, crocolisks in that Charred Vale. They're not really too bad, but harpies, oh my gosh, I hate those things. So yeah, Stone Talon will be interesting. Duskwood, looks like we go there at level 24. let's see. Duskwood at 24. Duskwood and Redridge. I've talked about Redridge before. I think if we're going there at 24, it should be fine. But again, those orcs at the northeast of the map are troublesome. There are also some gnolls to the northeast that are a bit of a pain, and to the northwest. And then you have the dragon whelps, or whelplings, whatever you want to call them. I think those are predominantly on the south, along the mountains that border. What's south of that? Swamp of Sorrows, I believe. Alright, we're gonna take just a second after this one and give our friend here a moment to recover. And while he recovers, let's check out the guide again to see where else we're going to be going in the future, hopefully, if we don't die. We're going to go to Wetlands and Hillsbrad from 27 to 29. Hillsbrad Foothills is going to be very interesting, not on a PvP server. I feel like it's going to be very calm. 29 to 32 Duskwood, then we go back to Hillsbrad and Arathi Highlands. Or Arathi... Is it called Arathi Highlands or Arathi Mountains? I think it's Arathi Highlands. Arathi's cool. I like that zone. 1,000 Needles, 33 to 34. That's interesting as Alliance. I can't say I've ever really gotten to level in 1,000 Needles as Alliance. I leveled there on my Warlock, my Undead Warlock back in Classic and TBC. Yeah, interesting. Let's see here. We do go to Desolus for 2 levels in Stranglethorn Vale. Alterac Mountains is what I was thinking of. Yeah, also a really good zone. Looks like from 39 to 40 we go to Arathi and Alterac Mountains. I like that zone. It's snowy, but there's also some green pasture type things, I guess. Yeah, not a bad zone. Let's see what the very last few are. So, it looks like the final zones that we are going to be in, if we make it that far, there's a giant if, is Winterspring, Silithus, and both Plaguelands. I love Winterspring so much. That is such a good zone. It looks incredible. Oh. No, we don't want to fight you yet. We don't have any mana. We get to quest in Fellwood, Perilous, Ashara, Ungoro Crater. Oh my gosh, I love Ungoro Crater. So cool. I also love, I know this isn't vanilla, but Shalazar Basin in Wrath of the Lich King. By far my favorite zone in Northrend, and I really enjoy its connection to Ungoro Crater. I guess we'll drop the Murloc Eye. I mean, I don't know. We need these things for disenchanting and whatnot. Okay, we need to destroy the tablet. Or the seal, not the tablet. Guess we'll just attack this guy so we can get through. I think it would be pretty interesting to do a Burning Crusade hardcore server. I don't think it would be nearly as popular. Or even... I know some people are doing Wrath of the Lich King hardcore. It's not as difficult, I think. I think it's very different than playing vanilla WoW. Obviously easier, but I still think Wrath could be pretty fun. Hardcore. Might try that one day. I really like the Wrath class balance. For whatever flaws Wrath of the Lich King has, Blizzard really did get class balance as close to, I don't even want to say perfect, but it was just in a really good spot. But it could be better. Holy Priest, for example, should be stronger than it is. Discipline is the obvious choice. Especially if your guild doesn't have a discipline priest, like you kind of have to go. But Holy, it feels so underpowered. Run. Well, I might have to fight this one. Oops, somebody got it. Nice. Alright, destroying the seal. And then... looks like we need to click another tablet over here. Yeesh. This place is crawling with ghosts. There's a chest right there, but I honestly might just leave that for someone else. Uh-oh. Alright, and then let's go turn this quest in. Hopefully that guy got something cool out of that chest. I would have gone for it, but I don't have any bag space. I need to clear my bags. I need to run by the bank, drop off some of these green items. It isn't going to be this quest, but one of these next few quests that we turn in is going to get us to level 17, so that is pretty exciting. We're going to get to put another point into, is it Demonic Embrace? Yeah, Demonic Embrace. It's going to increase our stamina from 6% to 9%, and reduce our spirit by another 1%. But that's okay. We don't care so much about spirit on a warlock. We have few records from the time around the War of the Ancients, especially near the destruction of the Well of Eternity. Given the upheaval and cataclysmic events that were taking place, it's no big surprise. Thank you. With your help, my work here is finished. and I will be able to deliver a full report to the Circle.
Good luck, friend.
Cool. Okay, so we need... Okay, we're back to doing the kill quest. And just judging by how many things we need to kill right now, that's probably going to be how we level up. Not actually turning in a quest, but we will see. There's a forest rider right there. It's odd that Questy doesn't show these dropping as Strider meat, or you know what I'm saying. These don't drop Strider meat, but Rested XP is marking them as if they are relevant to the quest. I bet it's just creating a macro or anything with Forest Rider in the name, but the younglings might not actually drop the meat. Fledgling. Who knows? I don't really care. I'm having fun just playing the game. I have not killed any critters in this playthrough so far. I know that's stupid, or it is stupid to think that they are critters and therefore I should not kill them because that's mean, because this is a video game and it doesn't matter, but yeah, leave the critters alone. They're just minding their own business. But we also need these guys. Furball. Oh, there we go. Level 17. Very nice. Go ahead and put our next talent into Demonic Embrace. Excellent. And it's just a warlock party over here. Uh-oh. Got cycloned or something there for a second. I'm not talking as much in this area, mainly because I am terrified of like all of these just spawning at once. I'm probably fine because there are a lot of people around. But still. Alright, let's... Where are we in combat? Well, I'm gonna say let's drink some milk really quickly. Try to run out a little bit. There we go. We're gonna pull this guy over here just a bit. There's a lot more people, a lot less people in this area now, so if something goes wrong, I don't want to be in trouble. Alright, so we've got 8 of 8 of the Pathfinders. So we need, how many more? 3 more Wind Talker. Shadow gem, but bag space. Gosh, we don't really need a shadow gem. Can't post it to the auction house, so I guess that's just 2 silver in our pocket. This Wind Talker here, hopefully we can get the tag. Oh no, we didn't get it. Dang it. That's alright. We will find this one right here actually. Surprised we didn't accidentally grab the other one too. Alright, after this one we will need 1 more, and then this part, or this quest rather, will be complete. Need 1 more Wind Talker. Ah, rest in peace. Bane Hardcore the Warrior. Died in Darkshore. Better be careful. Wind Talker, Wind Talker. There's one. Excellent. All right. What else do we need? We need forest striders. Oh, I see why it's not showing up for the quest is because it isn't a quest. We need to collect strider meat for a future cooking quest. That makes more sense. We still need bears, we still need moonstalker. Beached sea turtle. Here. So let's grab that. Actually, you know what? We are at 1 hour and 1 minute right now. So I think I will actually call it here. Let me get a screenshot. I don't think I really got a screenshot. Here, let's get one. Let's do... Too far away. That's probably a pretty solid screenshot. But yeah, we'll go ahead and kill this guy because we need the strider meat. While I finish him off, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have not yet subscribed, consider doing so. Just because I do want to get to that 100 subscriber goal at some point. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching it. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you've got any tips or tricks on playing a warlock or playing classic hardcore in general, please let me know. But I guess that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. See you guys.